Whether you'll do the approach, whether you'll do the business task, whether you'll do anything, doesn't just depend on you knowing the how. Don't fall prey to the tyranny of how, but it depends on the state you're in. We've all not done things we were supposed to do because we weren't in the right state. And we've all easily and effortlessly done the right things when we were in the right state. Most of us think that how we feel just happens to us. Right now, you're going to learn a couple of really practical tools you can use every single day that determine how you feel. Because your emotions, that's what you experience life through. You don't experience life, you experience the quality of your emotions. So Tony Robbins has a triad. 3 things that influence how we feel. The first one, the most important one, the one that's most easily accessible. If you want to change the way you feel rapidly, to be able to do the approach, to communicate better on the day, to do the business task you've put it out, to be in your best performance without caffeine, without drugs, is physiology. Physiology. The way you move your body. Alcohol changes your physiology. It decreases cortisol, but it has a myriad of negative side effects. Implantations, affirmations, plus a change in physiology. Screaming, shouting, bioenergetic exercises, the way you walk, how you're going, that's how it's going. Every time you walk somewhere, whether you walk like this or you walk like this, you're putting yourself in a trance. The way you use your body is not just an expression of how you feel, but it primes a more empowering mental and emotional state. Whether I do this, or I sit straight and I stand straight and I breathe deep and I pull my shoulders back. And this is not to say that we have to exaggerate this in a business meeting, but when I'm talking to a girl, when I'm talking to a woman, when I'm talking to somebody, can my head be back? Can I speak with 20% or certainty? Can I speak 15% louder? Not 200% louder, not being an idiot, but can I speak a little bit louder, a little bit more certain? Adding more certainty to the way you speak changes the way you feel instantaneously. Listening to music changes your biochemistry. Go for a walk, sauna, ice bath, exercise, meditation, they all change your physiology. Changing your physiology, the way you move your body, go for a morning walk, getting sunlight into your eyes. These are all super important hacks that influence your physiology. They are by your state. And remember, your state, your emotions lead to your actions, and your actions create your results. So in order for you to be able to do what you know you need to do, or what you don't even know you need to do yet, you need to take control of this every single day. Every day. And we think, oh, just wake up. Why would I have to have a ritual? You know, in society, the oldest are a trend and we have a counter trend. There's this idea of morning routines that became quite popular 10, 15 years ago. Then there's a counter trend of people saying, you don't need morning routines. Fair enough. But Milton Erickson, the founder of hypnotherapy, he suffered from polio. He told Gunther Schmidt, that psychologist in Germany that I was able to learn from, largely. I'm not a psychologist, I was able to attend seminars, but he's amazing. Gunther Schmidt was now in his 70s. He told a story of how he attended the seminar by Milton Erickson, the founder of hypnotherapy, one of the icons, who was supposed to start the seminar in the US at, let's say, 7 p.m. Sorry, 9 a.m. in the morning. And he's not there. And everybody's sitting there, and Gunther Schmidt, as a good German, studious participant, is ready with his notepad. And he's not there. Then he comes 2.5 hours late at 11:30. Obviously, Gunther Schmidt tells us the story. And he goes, where were we? We're supposed to start on time. And then Milton Erickson goes to Gunther Schmidt and says, Gunther, I really appreciate that you want to be here and take notes and have this interest. That's quite impressive, and I do respect that a lot. At the same time, I suffer from something called polio. And when I wake up in the morning, the pain is so excruciating, I can't focus. Polio has such severe consequence that if I don't spend an hour or 2, or sometimes 3 every morning, putting myself into a hypnotic state, hypnotizing myself, changing my state, then I don't even have the mental clarity to come here and perform. And obviously, Gunther Schmidt felt pretty horrible. He said, he apologized instantly, and he told us how he felt like an idiot. Who's a legend himself now? So we can all act stupid at times. But it goes to show, if Milton Erickson can spend hours every day doing this, can we spend half an hour, 15 minutes? Can we spend 15 fucking minutes trying to change our state every single day? You will under no circumstances be able to perform at your best, get the best results in your dating, your relationship, or in your business or your career or your health if we don't take control of this. First tool is physiology. Next tool is focus. Whatever you focus on, you're gonna feel. You ever had this experience? Oh, I wonder if she's cheating on me. Just thinking about it creates an emotional reaction within you, doesn't it? If you ask yourself, have you ever had this? It's a really fucking busy day. You do a lot, and by the end of the day, you look at your to-do list, and still 4 tasks weren't done. So you focus on what weren't done, what wasn't done, as opposed to all the things you did do. And by focusing on what you didn't do, you felt the lack, and you felt a degree of dissatisfaction. Did that empower you or disempower you? Disempowered you because of focus. Whatever you focus on, you're going to feel. And it's a habit of focusing. Because what's wrong is always available, and so is what's right. What's wrong is always available in the whole world. The things I didn't do, the things I don't have, or the things I do have. And we can only build on success. If we want to change our states, they're the best actions, we have to start a new habit of focusing on the things that I do have, the things I could be grateful for, who's loving me, and what I have accomplished. But that is not to say that we should become delusional and just ignore the things we haven't done. No, we got to face them. But again, we can only come from an empowered base. So we have to have a habit of focusing most of the time on the things that empower us, because it changes our neurochemistry. So we have to direct our focus. How do you do that? With questions. Who loves me? What could I be grateful for? Nothing, it's stressful. Okay, if I really wanted to feel grateful for something in my life, something that might have been a gift, something that I might have not earned, what would that be? Oh, interesting. What have I done that I could be proud of? What else have I done that I could be proud of? What did I do today that I could be proud of? What didn't I do over the last month? What vices did I avoid? And you might say, oh, David, it's just being overly optimistic. It's just positive thinking. No, it's nonsense. It changes your neurochemistry. It changes your state. And we're not just going to sit there and woo-woo-la. We will take that state and translate it into action. But it comes with focus. We really have to make it happen. It's not enough to have heard it. We've got to condition our mind to ask new and better questions. Custodi says the quality of our life stands in direct proportion to the quality of the questions we ask ourselves out loud in our mind or other people. The last power, the triad, is language patterns. Language. The way you talk to yourself. And a lot of you have a very disempowering inner dialogue. You really have to be careful of the words you utter to yourself in your head, and you have to override them. This is where incantations come into play. Because incantations activates all of this. It changes your physiology, your negative patterns, and you focus on different things. That's why it's one of the best tools to change your state. But you have to condition new patterns of language. What do you talk about? Does it serve me? The subject matter that I'm talking about. Does it move me closer towards my goal? Does it make me feel better? Does it make the other people around me feel better? That state.